country's most embarrassing driving show, we like to keep things subtle and classy. But this year, some of the nominees for our Unwanted Award are anything but subtle or classy. In fact, one of them screams like a lunatic every time she drives faster than 50 kilometers an hour. One of them routinely goes drinking and driving. And one of them ended last episode by saying that she intends on driving recklessly for the rest of her life simply because safe motoring bores her. Call me juvenile, but if they're going to act that offensively, I'm going to act this ridiculously. No. I'm only kidding. It's just for this gag. Really, we are going to continue teaching them safe driving, and we're going to continue testing them on it. Then eventually, one of them will be named Canada's worst driver.
When Canada's Worst Driver began this season, 8 atrocious motorists arrived at the Driver Rehabilitation Center. 3 of those people have graduated back onto public roads.
And here's your license back.
Well, thank you.
The 5 who remain are being educated and challenged on all aspects of safe driving.
That was a epic fail.
Sure, one of them will ultimately be named Canada's Worst Driver.
Would you get off your phone?
But they will all leave here far more skilled than when they arrived.
Oh my God, I did it. Awesome.
My name's Derek, and I nominated my wife Lou for Canada's Worst Driver.
Lou might be Canada's worst fully licensed driver.
I want to get off this road.
Okay.
She's so nervous, she's only driven alone 4 times.
I don't think I can do this.
My name is Chantal, and I nominated my sister Daniela for Canada's Worst Driver.
Daniela might be Canada's worst driver because she's too afraid to drive on the highway.
Why is this car coming behind me?
My name is Christian, and I nominated my husband, Mike, for Canada's Worst Driver.
Mike might be Canada's worst driver because...
Well, this will be the first visit to the location of death.
Mike has a brain injury that was caused by another bad driver who fell asleep at the wheel.
We never had a chance. He was just there. We didn't even have a chance to react.
My name is Steven, and I nominated my sister Crystal for Canada's Worst Driver.
Crystal might be Canada's worst driver because...
We're good.
Oh my God!
What?
Oh my God!
What are you screaming at?
she's more focused on her cell phone than she is on the road.
Fixing your phone case.
I'm busy.
Fix it when you stop.
My name is Jana, and I nominated my husband Tyler for Canada's Worst Driver.
Tyler might be Canada's worst driver because...
This is the road I like to have at least a few beer so I can, be more calm.
he not only drinks and drives, he inadvertently speeds.
Me, I'm going like 120, right?
At the Driver Rehabilitation Center, all of Canada's worst drivers are about to learn the dangers of inadvertent speeding. And Tyler will drive the demonstration course first.
There's 50 right there.
Perfect. So watch this.
Tyler begins by swerving around a moose at 50 kilometers an hour.
I didn't even look at the moose. I looked at the opening.
Now he'll do that exact same course at 60.
And watch how the car does that swerve so much differently with just 10 kilometers an hour difference in speed.
Okay. That deer just got his head chopped off.
Now Tyler will go 20 past the speed limit.
You ready, boss?
Yes, sir.
70 kilometers out.
Doing this demonstration is mandatory in Sweden before drivers are able to get a full license.
Holy that was totally an epic fail.
It's not a fail. It's an important lesson in the dangers of speeding.
That scared out of me more than anything. Holy
You're at 70.
This is not a lesson that Mike really needs. Because Mike never speeds.
Yeah, I don't speed because it kills.
Lou also has a healthy fear of speed.
I'm at 70. I'm at 70. I'm at 70. I'm going to look where I want to go. I'm going to look where I want to go. Whoa. Whoa. I know people think, oh, 10, 20, 30 kilometers is not going to make a difference, but it can make a huge difference.
Daniela swerves successfully at 50 and 60.
Now watch what happens when you try it at 70.
Okay.
Watching every move the bad drivers make is our panel of experts.
Oh, I took his head off.
Cam Woolley is our legal expert. Philippe Letourneau is our high-speed driving instructor. Shamala Kiru is our on-site therapist. And Tim Danter, our head driving instructor, is going to leave the studio before Crystal's run so he can give Daniela a private lesson.
He can take you out driving on the highway right now.
No.
Yes.
That's exciting. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Learning to drive safely on the highway is the main reason Daniela came to rehab. But before she does that with Tim, she has some questions.
Well, how many have you got?
Probably like 20.
20.
Yeah. First question is, what is the speed limit on highways? What if two cars change into the same lane at the same time? Do you always have to merge right when you get on a highway? When you're changing lanes, does your foot stay on the gas?
Maintain speed.
It's a 40-minute drive from the rehab center parking lot to a major highway.
Quick shoulder check. Good, drift over.
And on that part of the drive, Daniela is fine.
Perfect.
But when Daniela sees the merge lane onto the major highway,
I don't want to do this right now.
the wheels start to fall off.
I don't want to be on here right now because I'm so scared.
Okay, so breathe. Are we okay? Are we safe?
I don't know.
Obviously, this is outside of Daniela's comfort zone. But before they left today, Tim made it clear that being outside of her comfort zone was going to happen.
I want you to trust me.
Okay.
I want you to follow my directions.
Okay.
Because I'm going to make us successful today.
Okay.
I want you to breathe.
When we come back,
It's not my fault that I speed. I can't control this thing.
Crystal gets her speeding lesson, and it's the longest reverse in the world.
I'm telling you, like, I'm really good at reversing.
While Daniela merges onto the highway with Tim for the third consecutive time,
You did it. Not me, you.
Crystal will learn why you shouldn't speed on our moose avoidance course starting at 50 kilometers an hour.
I'm going 50. No, I'm going 60. I'm going 70.
You're going 70?
I don't know how to stop it! I did it at 70.
No, you didn't. You took the moose's head clean off.
How come it went so fast? I took my foot off the gas. Last time you told me if I see the number, take my foot off the gas, and I did, and it still kept going up.
Before continuing with the demonstration, I want Crystal to simply practice driving at a consistent speed.
30, 50, 70. What do you want to go?
I was going to pick 100.
You're going to pick 100?
I'll pick
Let's
lower.
pick something a little safer.
60.
Let's pick 60. So you're going to get up to 60
Okay.
and then maintain 60.
Sorry. Okay, I'm at 60. No, I'm not. I'm at 70. I'm at 60.
Stop.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
It's okay. Stop right now. There is no reason to floor it when you start. Zero.
That's how I drive.
Don't do that anymore.
A slow, smooth start is something Crystal cannot accomplish.
That's
smooth.
No,
40,
that's going
50,
fast.
60.
You should not have to hit the brake to be going 60.
50, 60, 70.
Just go 60. Just 60.
70.
See, you're flooring.
I'm trying.
I know.
It's not working for me.
That's because this is the first time you've ever tried it.
Look at the weight transfer in the car, back and forth, back and forth.
You're the getting off, the getting on, the getting off, the getting off. Stop that. Do you want to see me drive it back?
No, I'm gonna try.
I want you to watch my foot. I'm off. We're cruising. I give it the slightest bit of gas. Listen to the engine, too. 20, 30, 40. I'm going faster. I'm going faster. Now we're at 60. And watch the speedometer. Watch the needle. I hold it at 60. I just hold it. See that?
Crystal's method of flooring it every time she goes must have disastrous results at intersections.
What do you do when you're the second in line at the red light?
I'm never the second in line.
Sure you are. Sometimes the red light stops and the person in front of you stops.
I'll swerve over so that I'm in the first one in the other lane.
You have to sometimes be second at a red light. You have to be.
So I wait till everyone's gone and then I go.
You let them go 100 meters ahead and then you floor it?
Yeah.
Stop doing that, too.
I want Crystal to practice just in neutral.
Let's actually do what I was doing with the gas pedal. No.
All the way?
No, not all the way. Not all the way.
That's what you did first.
It's not. And she knows it.
And when you find that spot, ease off enough that it maintains.
I can't
You
maintain.
drop exactly. That's why we're not moving and we're continuing to do this.
I did it.
That's about 60. I can hear it.
What?
60, 70, yeah.
I didn't even move the pedal an inch.
Yeah, exactly.
So 1 inch of pressure is the 60 kilometers.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Well, then that's what I'm doing wrong, because I'm pushing like a friggin' like 6 to 12 inches of pedal.
You don't need to go all the way to the floor, ever. 60K an hour?
Okay.
Maintain it for the entire length of the runway. No problem.
No. I'm ready. Wait, slow.
That's better.
20.
That's better.
40.
There you go. That's how you accelerate up to 60.
60.
Now maintain.
And then stop it at 60. Wait, it's a little high.
It's okay.
I'll push the brake a little bit.
It's okay.
And then I'll hold it at 60. I'm holding it. Okay, it's going to 70, but it's pretty close.
70's not close to 60. It's
I'm not
whole
even
10K an hour over.
Look, I'm holding at 60. I'm holding.
Good.
Look at it. It's not even moving. Holy.
Okay.
Oh, what a rush.
With pedal control understood, we can begin the Speeding is Dangerous demonstration course one more time.
50 kilometers an hour.
Got it.
Nice. So gentle.
50. Hold it.
At 50, Crystal's fine.
Perfect.
But at 60, she can't do it.
I took the moose out.
And we all know what will happen on the 70K an hour run.
And this will teach you why you shouldn't go 20 kilometers an hour over the speed limit.
70. And big ones. Oh, sorry, Andrew!
Just when I assume that Crystal must get the point of this exercise, she promises to keep speeding.
But there's some situations where it's okay to go a little bit faster. Andrew, don't! I'm being honest.
At this stage in their rehabilitation, Canada's worst drivers should know how to reverse in a straight line. So we're about to test them on that skill in this 1972 Cadillac Coupe de Ville on a course we call the longest reverse in the world. I said the world.
I'll show you how it's done. Their first task is to get it in a reversible position.
Once I get lined up, I'm off to the races. Slowly.
Oh, wow. She's tight, tight, tight.
But it's a straight line.
6 inches on either side of the car is all the room the drivers are being given. However, she widens up as I go.
Between the parked cars, there's a foot on either side.
Now I'm able to look straight out the back. I can see both of the rear fins of the Cadillac.
And I can see the far end of the road, which is where my gaze is focused.
Now, once I get into this concrete section, it's wider still.
And it gets wider still. And wider still as the course continues. Completing this kilometer-long course takes me 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
Do Canada's worst drivers know how to reverse in a straight line? We're about to find out.
Mike starts off at a speed that is ridiculous for this course.
Stop. Come on, Mike, what are you doing, buddy?
Hitting things.
Yeah, so don't do that.
At this point in time, he should not be hitting stuff.
He's got a huge truck at home, like a huge one. It's not a lot shorter than that. He needs to get a new vehicle at home.
This thing's crazy.
Yeah, but so is a truck crazy for you, right?
Yes.
Do you ever use it as a truck?
No.
Get rid of that thing and get a little car.
That sounds like a great idea.
Mike is confident that he will graduate. But he doesn't want to quite yet.
I will graduate, but there's still so much more that needs to be in my deep subliminal mind.
When we come back, the rest of Canada's worst drivers endure the longest reverse in the world!
This is not going good at all.
Canada's worst drivers are doing the longest reverse in the world.
What are you doing, buddy?
Hitting things.
And Crystal is not preparing. She's staring at her phone. To get lined up with the course, Crystal looks backwards while driving forwards.
What is wrong with you?
Whoa.
Sorry.
It's not a joke, okay? It's not a joke.
Everything she hears in terms of feedback or new learning for her really feels like criticism, and she just attacks.
There's a accident. It's a stupid styrofoam thing. Like, go yourself, you piece of.
Don't have an accident before the course has even started. Drive with a bit of care.
And I'm not even that bad, and you're mean to me.
I'm not mean to you. You just hit something coming out of the gate before you've even started, okay?
I was trying to line up the back.
I know, and you hit something with the front. So just acknowledge that as opposed to everybody around you stupid and mean, okay? You need to start driving with a lot more care.
Right. Did you even set your mirrors? Are they set for you?
No, I forgot.
Stephen, why don't you hop out with me?
No, don't take him away.
If she met herself, what would she think of that person?
Oh, my God. No.
I can do this. It's just backing up. No. Oops.
Instead of investing herself in this learning process, Crystal starts texting while behind the wheel of a running car.
Are you for real?
What?
Are you texting while you're on the challenge course?
What? I'm not doing nothing.
You're texting while you're here?
Stop.
You don't realize that that's part of the lessons we're trying to teach? Don't walk away. Don't do that. Don't be so silly. Get out of the car if you want to send a text.
Why can't I just be in the car? I wasn't even moving.
Because I want to condition you to do the right thing, the smart thing, and that's never texting and driving.
Whatever, stop.
It's not a whatever thing. Look, you don't even know what gear you're in.
Because you're talking to me, Andrew.
It's the same
Andrew,
as texting.
please.
It's
Andrew,
stealing your focus.
Please.
Stop texting and driving.
I was texting and parking.
It's pathological.
You're pathological. Off.
This is not acceptable. We're here to help her. She needs to start getting respect for all of us.
I'm bored.
Crystal is now texting in her lap, hoping I won't notice.
You want me to take your cell phone so it's not pinging away and distracting you while you're there?
Don't touch my phone.
Do you want to get back in with her?
If you want me to.
We have talked and talked to Crystal about not going faster than she can handle. But so far, she just doesn't get it.
Sorry. No, I just want to get out of here before Andrew talks to me. I'm sorry.
Crystal is part of the millennial generation, where every child would get a trophy just for showing up.
I'm a millennial. Millennials need to be taught the way they want to be taught. And you're not teaching me the way I want to be taught. You teach the way that you know how to teach. And that's great for people like Mike and older people, but that's not how a millennial wants to be taught.
How does a millennial want to be taught?
Softer. Did I do the challenge or no?
You finished it, yeah.
And did I do pretty good?
Medium. I mean, you hit stuff.
Medium? That was like an A+. But you know what? I did an A. And Andrew's attitude is a D. For
Lou has a dangerous reversing habit of only steering while she's stopped.
No, I don't like this.
During every reversing challenge she's been in, she's done this. And today, she's doing it again.
Stay moving and you'll be good.
For the first 15 minutes of this challenge, Lou doesn't even drive a single car length.
Come on back, Lou, do it!
If Lou doesn't start experimenting with actually driving,
come on back, Lou!
She'll never learn how to reverse. Lou does make it to the end, but it takes her an hour.
It took me forever because I was going so slow.
Daniela claims to prefer driving in reverse.
I'm doing really good.
And while Daniela is far from perfect,
Whoopsies.
Far from perfect, she is the best of the worst drivers on this course.
I'm telling you, like, I'm really good at reversing.
Before rehab, Daniela didn't reverse at all.
You did so good. You did so good.
Tyler starts by staring at his driver's side mirror.
This is not going good at all. Oh.
Tyler, are you using your mirrors?
I am.
I know.
I am. I'm trying, you know. I'm trying.
Halfway down the course, Tyler is still only staring at his driver's side mirror.
Now is when he should be looking straight out the back window.
The problem is, instead of looking far away to the end of the course, Tyler is staring at the line of things that mark the edge of the road.
He's looking at what he doesn't want to hit, and it's drawing him into exactly what he's trying to and should be avoiding.
What did Tim teach you in terms of how to reverse in a straight line?
Look back, right? Put my shoulder in there.
You'll do better if you look where you want to go, which is far, far down the road, right?
Okay.
When Tyler gets going in the correct seating position,
no wobbling, no wobble, don't wobble.
He finishes the course perfectly.
I did it. Woo!
For the millionth time. Look where you want to go.
He did.
That was awesome.
You did really good.
I did good, man.
When we come back.
I'm Andrew Younghusband, and I'm going to explain to you the J-turn.
Canada's worst drivers learn how to do a controlled spin-out using their handbrake. performing a handbrake turn, also known as a J-turn, is something that Philippe Letourneau has been teaching at the Driver Rehabilitation Center for almost a decade. Here's how his first ever handbrake turn lesson looked back in 2007.
A piece of cake. I've watched action movies before. Call my insurance company later.
Doing the skid turn requires going at least 40 kilometers an hour, then doing 3 quick movements.
You go at the turn to the right.
That makes the car turn out.
Then a full turn to the left.
That swings the car back to the middle of the road.
And as you get to the left, you need to pull on the e-brake at the same time.
And that whips the car around.
All right, and there's a barf bag somewhere.
Let's do it.
All right, so I go and I go and I go and I go at 40. I jag. And I just, I'm not a real man, am I?
That's okay.
My error was pure instinct. I hit the foot brake.
You actually stopped before you were able to do any movement with the vehicle.
On my second attempt, things go better.
Thumb on it. Right, left.
But I did it too early.
Learning this extreme lesson in vehicle dynamics will teach Canada's worst drivers that it's possible to remain in control of a vehicle even while it's seemingly out of control.
Back on the gas.
Get me out of here!
We're gone.
That's gold. I'm doing that again.
Right, left, pull e-brake.
Let's start the training for Canada's worst drivers.
The training for Canada's Worst Drivers Season 12 is a success.
Oh my God, I did it!
For the Handbrake Challenge. Drivers will do a J-turn in this confined space around a foam figure cutout of their loved one.
I'll show you how it's done.
My first step is to get the car up to 40 kilometers an hour.
That's 35. That's 40 to 40. That's 42 or so right there. So off the gas, left, right. Spin around. And that is how you do a J-turn in a confined space.
Doing a J-turn in a public space comes with a huge fine and a license suspension. So don't do that.
Can Canada's worst drivers do a J-turn in a controlled environment? We're about to find out.
Lou and all the bad drivers will get 5 attempts at this.
Here's our first attempt at the J-turn.
For this challenge to work, drivers cannot hit the foot brake, which Lou does.
Oh, foot on the brake.
When you hit the foot brake, which wheels lock up?
The front ones.
Just the front ones?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Is Derek informing you?
No, he's not. He's just looking at me.
Maybe we can run some cricket sounds and he can continue looking at you. When you hit the foot brake, the front brakes lock up immediately, but eventually the rear ones will lock as well. And when I say eventually, I'm talking about less than a second.
Okay.
On her next 4 attempts.
Did you pull the brake late?
I wonder if I pulled the brake late.
Lou does the maneuver correctly. But each time, she does the maneuver too late.
Each time.
Driving is a game of inches. And Lou has been missing by miles.
I'm doing it. It just, the timing isn't quite right.
Daniela came to rehab to get confidence, but so far it hasn't happened.
What do you think, Danielle? Are you going to pass this one?
I don't think so.
An attitude like that is basically a self-fulfilling prophecy.
If you hit the foot brake, you're going to lock up the front and you're going to skid.
And if you skid before turning the car away from a foam figure, as Daniela does on her second attempt, you'll skid into that foam figure.
Off the
En route to the confined space, Chantel's face blew off the foam figure. This fluke of nature, more than anything we can intentionally set up, actually mimics a real-life emergency. Seeing the face fly away, Daniela got spooked. And when steering mattered most, she locked up the brakes and skidded straight through the now faceless human figure.
What happened? I don't know what happened. I just am not a good driver.
Whenever Daniela gets stressed, she can never remember what happened.
It's like I black out almost. Like I don't even remember.
No blacking out this time. Think about what's going on while it's happening.
Blacking out while driving is so dangerous that if you tell your doctor that happens, you could have your license suspended.
Look where I want to go. 40, 40, going 40, 40, yep. Off gas, yep. Left, right, e-brake. Good job, good job, good job.
Daniela passes.
That was crazy.
Do you remember it?
I don't know.
When we come back,
I killed you! No!
the rest of Canada's worst drivers run this complicated course.
How do you forget the brake on a handbrake turn test?
Stop! I can hear you!
Canada's worst drivers are being tested on their ability to do a forward 180-degree spin-out using the handbrake.
Honestly, I could have been looking at the sky. Like, I don't remember.
And Crystal, who constantly claims to be a good driver who's ready to graduate, is up next.
Where's your phone?
Steven has it.
No, I don't.
It's in my pocket, but I'm gonna give it to him.
Take it out of your pocket and put it in the glove box.
Don't lie.
I didn't lie.
Focusing on her phone mere moments before attempting a handbrake turn is not how Philippe told her to get ready.
Off.
Crystal, I'm going to ask you to get ready by driving with one hand on the wheel and one hand on the e-brake.
Got it. Off. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot the pull! I forgot the pull!
How do you forget the brake on a handbrake turn test?
Stop! I can hear you!
How do you forget the brake on the handbrake turn test?
No, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight. I gotta go.
Start with your hand on the handbrake.
I gotta go. Don't worry.
At the end of last episode, you were saying you're going to continue to text and drive, you're going to continue to speed, and you're going to continue to drive recklessly.
I'm being honest. I'm gonna continue to text and drive, but I'm just gonna be more safe, and I'm only gonna go no more than 20 kilometers over the speed limit. But I think that doesn't mean you can't graduate me, sir.
Oh, it means we can't graduate you. It's absolutely, literally impossible for us to graduate somebody who says they're going to go out and text and drive.
I'm gonna be Canada's worst driver because Andrew won't let me graduate. Look, I can check my thing. 30, 40. Okay, I'll stop there.
If Crystal would vow to stop texting while driving, perhaps she would graduate.
I will never stop texting and driving. Never. Ever. Ever.
When Mike arrived in rehab, I worried that his brain injury was going to prevent him from learning our more difficult driving techniques.
But he's proven me wrong. I think he's going to get this on his first try.
Perfect.
Mike is the best driver here.
Yes! With your help, I'm getting back to normal.
Tyler has been wanting to wear one of my shirts.
We can get you one. Do you want one?
Sure.
Now be careful. There's only 14 of these left.
Oh, I feel the confidence going on me now.
But this isn't going to help.
Oh, no.
He's not going to drive like Andrew.
What would the person who wears this shirt never do that you're never going to do again anyways, but tell me?
I am never going to drink and drive.
Damn straight
You know what? I've learned a lesson. You know what? I have. You know, I talked to a few friends about it. You know, I got a lot of support behind this.
Good.
I'm Andrew Young husband, and I'm going to explain to you the J-turn. Hey, brother! This is Tyler over here. I'm going to send you on the way with the walkie-talkie. It's going to be awesome. I'm loving it. Living the dream.
This is totally awesome. I mean, you come down here, you smash into something sometime, but then people rebuild it. You can try again. Here's his first run. It's good. It's awesome.
Like most of the other bad drivers before him, Tyler gets spooked and hits the foot brake.
Well, I'd never hit ya.
But you hit the foot brake, brother.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. Attempt number 2.
Attempt number 2 is the same as attempt number 1.
Oh, hit the brake, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. This is my reflexes. Tyler hit the brake, and then again. So now we're going to do attempt number 3.
On his third attempt, Tyler hits the brake in a worse way.
I killed you! No! Oh my God! What happened? No! Holy!
This is so not awesome.
What the you doing?
I think that's going to be an official. I need my shirt back. You give me that.
What the hell happened? How? You killed me! How?
Gain, oh my Lord, what didn't he learn?
How did I do that? I thought I went around and did it.
You turned the wheel and you hit the brakes? Which brakes did you hit?
The emergency brake.
Did you hit this one as well?
No way, man. I took my foot off it, man.
Tyler did not take his foot off the brake. He locked it up and skidded to disaster.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
You've brought shame to the shirt, sir.
I'm gonna get it back. I will. I want that shirt back.
All right, here's Tyler's 4th attempt. Hopefully wearing his own clothes will help.
You hit my face off.
I did it.
He hit her again. Dude, you can't do that. Why are you driving into this person?
Because I'm looking at it. Okay, here we go for the 5th and last and final try.
Can Tyler do it? Here's his last chance.
Turn. Oh!
That's bad braking. That's bad steering. That's bad vision. That's bad driving.
I quit. I quit, man.
Tyler is the worst of the worst.
I try and try and try, and I fail. Man, this is I'm
When we come back,
do you want to graduate this episode?
Canada's worst drivers make their pitch for graduation.
I'm not a good enough driver.
It's time for me and the experts to hear whether Canada's worst drivers feel they've learned enough to graduate. What I learned about Daniela this episode is that during moments of extreme stress, she blacks out.
I just don't remember when I'm driving, when I'm scared. Like, I'm just in that scary to know because I don't know what I'm doing.
Are you on meds for anxiety?
Yeah.
And do you ever use it for driving?
No, because I'm not allowed.
Are you Canada's worst driver?
I feel like I am sometimes, yeah.
Are the rest of Canada's worst drivers feeling like they should graduate?
I don't want to graduate, but if you guys say get the hell out, I'm gone.
No, I'm still learning things.
No.
I'm not a good enough driver.
How long have you known that and been resisting saying it?
Well, come on. You don't have to embarrass me. We all know that I'm a driver.
Do you only know that you're a bad driver now?
Yes.
So you were telling the truth when you thought you were
Yeah. I was just delusional. I just thought I was a good driver.
good. Who taught you to drive?
Nobody.
But when you got your permit,
Yeah, I'm telling you by myself.
so you
I
just drove around illegally with nobody in the passenger seat. You just figured it out on your own.
The experts all agree that only one person could possibly be this episode's graduate, and that person is Mike.
The bad news is he doesn't want to graduate. So do we let him go and focus on the other 4, or do we give him his wish and keep him here? Every couple of years on this show, we get someone here who really truly touches us. And like, you know that this year it's you.
I had no idea.
Come on, you had to know.
No, I didn't.
Since coming here, though, you have slowly but surely turned into a competent driver. And I want you to know that it's really, really rare that our experts make a unanimous decision. However, this episode was a unanimous vote. Every single person on the panel thinks you should get your license and go home. Every single person except you. You said you didn't want to graduate. And around here, if you say you don't want to graduate, you don't graduate. So, Crystal, you're not going anywhere.
Ew!
This episode, no one will graduate. You're all going to stick around and get the tuition you need and that you asked for.
All right.
Thank you.
What, do you think we're crazy? You're staying right here.
No, like a little piece of me thought you were going to send me home.
No. Join us again next episode when one person will graduate. And those who don't, well, they'll be trying their damnedest not to be named Canada's worst driver.
On the next episode of Canada's Worst Driver.
You're a piece of
Crystal storms off set again.
I'm not driving today!
All the drivers are taught how to reverse a trailer into a garage.
It's getting way better.
And they take their turn, trying our most difficult challenge.
Hey, look where I wanted to go!
The icy corner.
No, 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 no!
Andrew Younghusband learns the ropes during a stint as a window washer.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Next, on an all-new Tougher Than It Looks, a crucial crew member calls it quits when Tony tightens up the purse strings. Tomorrow, on an all-new Gold Rush, heavy rescue crews pull an all-nighter to clean up a spectacular crash. Tomorrow, on an all-new Highway Through Hell.
Oh my God, you killed me!
No!